Tyreek Hill was voted by players as the number one football player in the National Football League. Just goes to show that's why sometimes players don't make the greatest general managers in their post career. That's why players sometimes just, they like a flash, they like ability more than more important things. But Tyreek Hill had some interesting comments when asked about being rated higher than Patrick Mahomes. Tyreek Hill actually said he is better than Patrick Mahomes and that he's been to Pro Bowls and he's at 1,700 yards. You got to be freaking kidding me, man. Read the room. Despite winning a Super Bowl with the Chiefs, what kind of postseason success has Tyreek Hill ever had? None. He's literally none. Like, he's the guy who thinks he's better than everyone else when he hasn't really achieved anything. Sure, he puts up a lot of stats. He puts up a lot of yards. He's flashy. He's fun to watch. He might be the best player if you're playing Madden because you can run a deep route. But is he the best player in the NFL? Come on, man. What are you talking about? Tyreek Hill is definitely not the greatest player in the NFL right now. It is Patrick Mahomes. If the list is Patrick Mahomes, huge gap, whoever the second best quarterback is in your opinion, probably Josh Allen. The Chiefs, since getting rid of Tyreek Hill, sure, their offense might not sound so explosive anymore and the points don't come as easily, but they won back-to-back Super Bowls. And Patrick Mahomes has become a better quarterback. Sure, the stats don't just necessarily, say Patrick has become a better quarterback, but he's become a better freaking quarterback. So I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know how a lot of these players sit there and let this come out of their mouth. I don't know if the actual, like, in his noggin that Tyreek Hill thinks that his achievements right now, his yards, his touchdowns, his highlight reels, the amount of kids he has is really better than Patrick Mahomes. Does he not realize that Super Bowls are what matters? And would the Chiefs probably won back-to-back Super Bowls if they kept Tyreek Hill? Yeah, they would have. They would have won back-to-back Super Bowls. But guess what? They also won back-to-back Super Bowls without Tyreek Hill. And that should say enough to those who want to build their team around the high-profile wide receivers. Let's talk about them. Who's the best wide receiver in the NFL? Many will say it's Justin Jefferson or Tyreek Hill, waiting for their notable Super Bowl runs on their respective teams. The Dolphins probably are not going to win the Super Bowl with Tyreek Hill. And Justin Jefferson is on yet another quarterback waiting for the Vikings to surround him with the right enough talent so he can actually get to a deep playoff run. Who else is on that list? Let's Google the top wide receivers in the NFL and see who PFF has ranked. Justin Jefferson, Tyreek Hill, Jamar Chase. We saw when Joe Burrow was hurt, Jamar Chase wasn't what Jamar Chase usually is. Let's share our screen here for a moment and take a look at this list. CeeDee Lamb. The Cowboys, well, they're not even ready to offer him the big contract extension. A.J. Brown. Well, he's pretty good, and the Eagles have been pretty good. So he's at least one on that list. Devontae Adams. He looked like he was ready to walk off the field because the Raiders were so bad last year. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Love this dude, by the way. But he's about the 7th best wide receiver in the NFL, and he knows it. Brandon Ayuk at number 8. The 49ers have literally not been ready to give him the money he wants, and he's ready to leave the 49ers. Cooper Kupp, number 9. Now, Cooper Kupp is the only one on this list, I would say, won as the best wide receiver in the NFL in the year he won the Triple Crown. And then 10, Deebo Samuel, who, by the way, is more of a weapon than a running back. Tyreek Hill needs to realize that this is not about him. But Patrick Mahomes is the best football player in the NFL, and it's not even close. The comments were ridiculous. I can't believe he said them, and it just makes me wonder. Our teams finally, like, they're the shiny sports car. Like, they're great to have, but you got to have everything else before they really matter.